to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan?
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the... .25. Collegiate star in nearby Maryland. This is Anthony McFarland. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. They go play action with Roethlisberger. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there and a first down. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, it turned into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
21 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now a pass is taken in by Smith-Schuster. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
22 yards.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Roethlisberger will throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
The 7th play now in this opening drive. This is third and long, though. Ben to throw again. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up fourth down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected fourth down here.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
For a Baltimore.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. And Jackson throwing once more. Steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a 1st down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd down and goal. Jackson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mecole Hardman with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Steelers 3. Justin Tucker to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now here's Johnson. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Off the play fake. Here's Roethlisberger. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 20, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Steelers are going to retake the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's at the 40, past the 20, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 91 yards, and the Ravens have once again taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
It's a gain.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Roethlisberger now to throw on third down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. Subsequent gains of 3, 4, and now 5 yards. Good enough for the first down.
First down, Pittsburgh.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action. Now Roethlisberger. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And a Steeler first down.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Ravens take over.
They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Jackson on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 42. The 20. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he on the run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A terrible spot for a holding call as he'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Eluding the pressure right. That is incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. They'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Here's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, he's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson flush to his right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Stop your whining. Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Sit up.
Operating from the gun, Jackson. And this one complete to Gafford. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven 1st down.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
45-yard line.
35 to Mike. It's our field. It's our field. Wall, get wall. Mike 35, Mike 35.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Jackson. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
25-yard line.
He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Mark Andrews, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as the Ravens push further out in front. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Steelers 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Flushed out right. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Kenny Clark, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He's going to launch it for Washington. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spend the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Now Jackson on first down. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. It's a gain of 35. It's worth noting when you talk about Jackson's running ability, the Baltimore wide receivers had just over 1,400 receiving yards combined last year. And Charles, that was the fewest yards by a wide receiver group in the NFL since 2011.
And partner, I expect that number to go up this year. Last season, Lamar Jackson got very comfortable with his tight end group. In fact, he had one tight end that went to the Pro Bowl. But I think now, because of his ability to run the ball, it'll bring defenders closer to the line of scrimmage, and you'll see more big plays from the wide receivers downfield.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Second and goal.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Now they'll pitch it out here. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Tucker's kick is good. And the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Eric Ebron.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
James Washington.
The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Complete to Juju.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
27 on the play.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he...
And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 14. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
Well, he's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. He's going deep for Brown. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. and good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Open man right side is Smith-Schuster, complete. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Report!
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards.
At the 24-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available. An incompletion as a result.
We're in Baltimore. 3rd quarter action. 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man. Complete. That goes for a gain of 31.
Good for a Baltimore Raven. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Again, Jackson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've got an answer for it.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Ravens Ravens will extend their lead. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Steelers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Johnson on the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Johnson on the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So the big fella gets on the scoreboard with a return for a touchdown. Good thing he didn't have to go too far, though.
You know the trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh 1st.
And the Steeler
on 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. That's complete to his running back, Connor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to James.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd.
Again, it's Roethlisberger.
The 43-yard line.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. And the Steelers on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Ben to throw again. Open man, Smith-Schuster, it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31, as his guys continue to pour it on. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 45, Steelers 10.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So in Raven territory now, here's a first now bid hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and it's picked up by the Ravens. The 30, past the 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. So that is now 2 fumble return touchdowns. And you talk about something that's going to drive a head coach crazy.
Without a doubt. But for the defensive guys, once you do it once, you create a frenzy. Everybody wants to get involved, and they got it done a second time.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
52, Steelers 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. On the return, Walker. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Check 52's the mic. Check 52's the mic. I got you. I got you. 25. Check 25. Check 25.
Now Roethlisberger to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
52's the mic, boys. 52. It's been a long day.
Roethlisberger. And my goodness, another interception. He's picked off at his own 46. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The 20. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great effort there. Becoming just the 2nd player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Ravens turn that interception into a touchdown. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Ravens 59, Steelers 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Returning it, Johnson. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves free.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. I imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. The throw right sideline here is complete. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 27. He's at the 30. 20.
I'm only going to be able to carry it so far.
And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? Pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Now here's Johnson. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. It's a gain of 5, but they're still deep in a hole. 15 yards still to go on 3rd down.
26.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
4th down. Here's Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Tanner Muse. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Jackson's going to throw it, sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson, and he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Rico Gafford, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Jackson from the shotgun. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A great play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And this offense is running away with this one. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Ravens 73, Steelers 10. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Kenny Clark make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Another try after the first down sack. Roethlisberger got an open man. It's Washington. And they'll get him down here at the 23. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
3rd down. Today's
a big offensive explosion leading them to victory. The defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Baltimore, they continue to rack up the victories as this one moves them to 13-2 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll be guaranteed a finish of no better than 500 as they drop to 7-8. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns.
Party going up. A champ with the crown is here. I'ma win anywhere. Hey, so shake it like you don't care. I shake it up everywhere. And I can bake cakes by the pound. Blow the whistle 'cause I love that sound. And we can just keep going round. I'm ready for another round. Go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Hey, hey, go ahead, touchdown like that. 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 Like work the middle, 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 work the. Panic camera to the middle of the dance floor. I think there's something going down. Shorty packing goods like a transport, and I ain't never seen something so round. How round? Round like a planet in orbit, round like a b-ball. 23 Jordan, dunking on default. Automatic forces attract me to females. I look this gorgeous. How did you even come in existence? Hey, or did you just appear out in an instance? You got me all driven, revving my pistons. I wonder if she like the stick shift. Hey, count a 4 and make a wish. I wish that shorty keep it lit. 'Cause if I shoot my shot, I won't miss. No backboard, gotta sound a light switch. Go ahead, touchdown like. that. Ay, ay, go ahead, touchdown like that. Go ahead, touchdown like. Go ahead, touchdown like that. Like.
Work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out, work the middle, work the middle, work the middle, work out, work out. She right got me.
Hit boy on the beat, so you gotta go berserk.
Okay. Sometimes you need a friend, not the ones that just show up and don't put nothing in. You know the ones that lend their hand and want to see you win. When you come up on that lick, make sure you cut them in. And then, sometimes you need a foe, one to keep your eyes open, keep you on your toes. You know the ones that want to keep you where you've been before.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Jacksonville Jaguars. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And he's got room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Heck of a start. A 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
And a Cowboy first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Right back to him on first down. And he'll take this one down to the 36.
Number 3.
Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. And now here's a carry heading left. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 27. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Some room to maneuver. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good.
Jaguars nothing.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
Check Mike. Mike 35. All day, dog.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And this is incomplete. D.D. Westbrook is intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10.
35 to Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike 35. 65.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 26-yard line.
35 to Mike.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flushed out right. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The cornerback, it's Logan Ryan who brings him down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
On second down, Cook.
13-yard line.
So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
They'll come up now on a second and long after the hold. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jakeem Grant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Now Doug Marrone not even hesitating. They're going to go for 2. Cook, they'll try and run it. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in. And they take an 8-7 lead. Well, they got down 7-zip. They said, we'll go for 2, one up you, and they take the lead.
How about that for a little risk-reward, right? If you don't get it, you're only down a point. Let's go ahead and make a statement in this ball game, and that's exactly what they did.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from taking the lead. And this is up and good to put them up by a point. It's 15-14.
The score, Jaguars 15, Cowboys 14.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of
He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Dallas.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a give, right side. Gibson. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Jaguars 15, Cowboys 14.
Just let me breathe for a minute, man. Just let me breathe.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
57's the mark.
Now a handoff looking right. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now, you talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
Check Mike 57, Mike 57. I'm coming for you, Mike. Yeah, 19, flagging, 19, flagging. Flagging 60.
Now they'll switch it up here. Look to throw. Able to hit his target, Lamb. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
And a moot point there as they were able to connect. But here now is the Jaguars' all-time leading scorer in another uniform. He had over 1,000 points with the Jags. Josh Scobie. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. That's going left, and Prater missed it. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Back to throw now on first down. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Grant. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1 from the 2. Now Cook, and this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
2 yards. It's now 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
It's 4th down.
Fairbairn able to put this one through. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
57 to mark. 57 to mark. Check 3.
And now here's a carry heading left. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, it's Gibson. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
No gain on the play.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. They're going to try and throw. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
On downs.
Mike 35, Mike 35. Come on, 35's the Mike.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
35's the Mike. All right. Let's go, G. Let's go. All right, let's get
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Mike 35, Mike 35. I got you, son. I got you.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first.
A gain of 5. It's 4th down.
Mike 35. You ain't doing nothing today.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back.
A turnover on downs.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 35-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So on 4th down, here's Johnny Townsend to punt it. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
42-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Throw left side complete. It's Grant. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
5-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
35 to Mike. Check. Mike 35.
That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Chart. Incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Jakeem Grant, incomplete. He was covered by Stephon Gilmore.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Right back to him on first down. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now first and goal.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to second and goal at the 5-yard line.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So a decision to make there. They decline the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And the 38-year-old vet able to split the uprights, and that'll bring him back within a point. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. So that'll back him up 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Mike 35, Mike 35.
They'll set up to throw. The open man is Westbrook. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That's good for a Jaguar.
A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
On the tackle.
At the 23, it's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12. At the Cowboys' 23-yard line.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
3rd down and 12 yards to go.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 11. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now they try the right side here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. Now a handoff looking right. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
Matt Prater on for the field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the 2nd miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And that will be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on fourth down. Back to throw here. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Wow, first and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The sack there by Brandon Graham, coming in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on first and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on second and goal here. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down. You bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Oh, a good return up past the 30.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time out, another missed field goal, so maybe their confidence wavering a little bit right now in the kicking game.
And I'm with you on that. I think at this stage, they'd love to not run him back out there in a tough situation. But let's face it, they may have to. So right now, the head coach is talking to the offense coordinator and saying, call this game like we're going to put it in the end zone. Let's try and take the field goal out of it.
1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
50 seconds, come on. 50 seconds, come on. Push him back. Push him back. Check, lock.
Now they try the right side here. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 26. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that detracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
He's taken down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now a handoff looking right, and he'll get nothing out of that one. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Made by Miles Jack.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Cowboys have once again taken the lead. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Prater set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Taking it about the 1. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So Tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice it all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45.
Intercepted by the
Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
The 38-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Try the right side here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you watch high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Now a handoff as they run left side. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It'll be a pickup of 8 and a good first step there with 2nd and goal coming up.
Just shy of the goal line. A gain of 8.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it was their defense that led.